The signs are all there. Morale is low. Managers are ducking into hushed meetings. The company hasn't hit its benchmarks in quarter after quarter. Your industry might be being hit hard by the new tariffs, and your company's stock is taking a nosedive. People are here one day and just gone the next. But sometimes it might be something less tangible. You might just have this uneasy feeling in your heart or in the pit of your stomach. Something's just not quite right. And what do? We make up all these stories about why I'm safe. We might keep our heads down and work harder, try to get in front of your boss more often. But really, we can't control what's coming. But how you control is by being prepared when it does. Don't wait until you get laid off to fix your career. My name is Maria DeStoor, and this is what we're going to talk about today. I go live on Tuesday mornings to share tips and tricks with you to help you take back control in your career and create work that works for you and not the other way around. And today we're going to talk about 3 things that you can do right now, whether your job is at risk or not, whether you're in fear of being laid off or not, or maybe you're just starting to think that I'm going to be moving on soon. So I want to share these tips so that you can land on your feet when the inevitable happens. Are you ready to protect your career and position yourself to rise faster and land faster than everyone else when those layoffs do hit? All right, let's go. So number 1, capture those achievements while you still can. This is something that people often overlook until it's too late. Document your achievements. Go back into your emails. Pull those kudo emails that people have sent you. Remember those awards you won 5 years ago? Write it down. What's the story around it? What was the problem? What did you do? And what was the outcome for the company? And get those numbers in there if you can. Because once you're laid off or gone from the company, you're not going to have access to all the metrics and the dashboards that have these numbers that you need. Remember to try to write those specific impact statements. I increased client retention by 18% over the year. I launched a new process that cut onboarding time by 30%. You get the point. You want those numbers because that helps give an objective measure, but it also shows the ballpark that you're playing in. Do you work at companies where the budgets are in the billions, in the millions, or in the thousands? This helps position you as a candidate so that a recruiter or a hiring manager can instantly see if you're the right fit for them. And that's important because no one wants to waste their time. As you are building this list of achievements, this becomes the foundation of your updated resume. Drop it in your resume file. Don't worry about making it sound pretty. Just get the stuff down. You will also use it in your LinkedIn profile and in your interview stories, and maybe sometimes in your elevator pitches in very edited ways. Number 2, we've kind of led into this. Polish up that LinkedIn and your resume and your network and start building. This is one of the most powerful things that you can do to protect your career. Packaging yourself, optimizing your profile so that your headline and what it says reflects who you are today, not 10 years ago, the last time you updated it. Get a new headshot done. And your experience section should be packed with those achievement bullets that you just wrote down. And they can be a little more story oriented because LinkedIn should not be a carbon copy of your resume. Let a little bit more of who you are shine through. Connect intentionally with people who you love what they're doing, who work at companies that you've always wanted to work for, who are in affinity groups for your profession or managers of a certain level or demographics. Connect, add value, support others, because then when it's your turn to need the support, you will have multiple people lining up to open doors for you. Show up, don't just lurk, post, hit like. Remember, if people are going through the effort to post, they want people to engage and comment. Be the one who does. Get noticed, not only by them, but by their network for how you value add and share your ideas and keep conversations going. This is how you position yourself as a content area expert and get known. Number 3, say yes, be seen, be valuable, and be everywhere. Opportunities are out there, but you have to have your head up and you have to be looking, both internally at your company and externally. Now is not the time to hide. It's time for you to start building up that personal brand, because visibility equals opportunities. Attend industry events, conferences, local meetups, virtual sessions, upskill, offer to speak or present on something that you know well. And then when you go to that conference or that event, connect with everyone on LinkedIn. These are also people who are going to events and are getting out there. These are people who want to connect and grow their network. Organize a lunch and learn for your company or a social. Maybe if you get laid off by one department, you can get picked up by another. I've seen that happen with several of my friends in the federal government who are able to make lateral moves into more safe positions. Volunteer for a new project, especially one that's tied to revenue or strategic priorities. Come on, you can do this. But to do this, you have to be aware of what your company really is working on. If there's an internal opening, apply for it, or at least put feelers out and talk to people on that team. Keep throwing your hat in the ring for anything that pops up. And always support others. Help teammates navigate this uncertainty. Share these tips with them. Point them in my direction. All of these recordings live in my LinkedIn in the video section. Oh, sorry, in the events section, because that's where LinkedIn puts them. Because you're visible and valuable, you'll become the person they think of when opportunities pop up, whether that's inside your company or outside. Layoffs happen, industries shift, companies reorganize, organizations change, people outgrow their jobs. Maybe that's just your story. You've outgrown your job. And you can continue to try to ignore all the signs and hope for the best because you have grit and you could stick it out. Or you can put yourself in the strongest position possible to be a valuable candidate, to be scooped up by another company, and most of all, to be healthy and happy and not burnt out. I hope you found this helpful. And if you want to join me next week, we're going to talk about I know what I don't want, but I don't know what I do want, and I don't know how to get there in my career. And that's what we're going to be talking about. I'll see you next Tuesday at 9 a.m. Mountain on LinkedIn. And then I also upload these to my YouTube channel directly following the event. Thanks for joining me. Please connect. I always share my call. You can sign up for a free consultation. I would love to help you get some ideas and get you moving and onto more solid ground before the end of 2025. See you next week.